Okay, today we will see matrix addition. Example of matrix addition based on two-dimensional arrays. Clear? So first, take any two matrices. For example, this is matrix A. Okay, and size is 2 by 2. Take it one example. Plus addition of second matrices, that is B, of dimension same 2 by 2. Clear? This is matrix A, matrix B. Take the values in matrix A dynamically from the user. Clear? That is using scanf function. Add the values. For example, 3, 4, 5, minus 10. Next, enter the values in matrix B. For example, take values 5, minus 9, 10, 6. Make the addition of these two matrices and save that addition into third matrix equal to third matrix C. Okay, so how we can make the addition of two matrices? Element A00 add with the element B00. So what is the addition? 3 plus 5, that is 8. Clear? Next, A of 01 added with the B of 01, that is 4 plus minus 9, that is minus 5. Next, 5 plus 10, that is 15, and minus 10 plus 6, minus 4. And display that matrix. Okay, so that is your problem statement. We have to solve that problem statement using C programming language. Clear? Any doubts? Here we assume that dimensions of two arrays or two matrices, two-dimensional arrays or matrices are same. Clear? Next, so starts from void main. This is main function. Okay. First thing, what we want to declare three two-dimensional array. Clear? So first declare it. Only declare it. So how to declare it? It is integer type array. So integer, take A, that is first array, size 2 by 2, comma. This is declaration of two-dimensional array, not initialization, because we can initialize the array dynamically at runtime. Clear? Second, declare second array B of dimension 2 by 2 and dimension C array 2 by. Okay, so declare that. Declare the three arrays. Next, what is the next step? Enter the values in the first matrices or first two-dimensional array. How? Using scanf statement. So give the message printf enter the values in matrix A. Okay. Next, what is next? After that, use two for loops. First for loop is for the number of rows. First for loop gives you number of rows. Second for loop gives you number of columns. So, how many rows are there? 2 in first matrix. So, take one variable I starts from 0. I less than equal to 1. If 1 equal to is there, then 1. And next is the I plus plus. So, curly bracket. After that, for take 1, j is equal to 0, j less than equal to 1, j plus plus. Okay. Next thing. Clear till that? Okay. Next statement is scanf. We have to scan the value from the user at the runtime and insert into the particular matrix. Clear? Okay. So scanf percentage d comma, store the value at ampersand of A of I, because I index gives you number of row and J index gives you number of column. Okay, clear? Complete the first for loop, complete outer for loop. How many times this for loop, total for loops are executed, or how many times scanf statement is executed? Total 4 times. Okay, total 4 times that scanf statement get executed. Clear? 4 times. And whatever may be the values, there are variables. I and j are both are variables. So values are get changed as per the execution. Okay, at the first time when I is 0, that is first row. Okay, after that j is 0, second time j is 1. So first row is scanned. First row get scanned. Whatever may be the value in this first row gets scanned and stored into the particular matrix. After that, second iteration for outer for loop, I plus plus condition true, again second row get printed or scanned. Clear? Okay, that part actually we have studied in last lecture. Okay, next, what is next? Enter the values in second matrix. So next statement is printf enter values in matrix B, double quotes, complete, semicolon. Next, same statement for now what is remaining? We have to declare I and j. So declare I comma j. Only declaration is necessary because we have to initialize I and j. So no need to initialize prior. Clear? After that, for loop, use same variable, don't use KL. Okay. Don't take any other variables, KL for second scanning of second matrix. Clear? Okay, same, you can use same variable I and j. So same I equal to 0, I less than equal to 1, I plus plus, then for loop. Now, if your for loop contain only one statement, then no need to write curly brackets. Okay, anytime selection statement is there and only selection statement contains only one statement in the body of that selection statement, then don't write curly brackets. Clear? Similar way, this for loop we can just write for j is equal to 0, j less than equal to 1, j plus plus. Okay, clear? Because this for loop contains only one statement. For loop is a one statement, so no need to write curly brackets. Okay, after that, this for loop contains only one statement, that is scanf, so no need to write curly brackets. So scanf percentage d double quotes complete ampersand of p of I comma j parenthesis complete. Okay, so no need to write curly brackets here because each loop or each selection statement contains only one statement. Either it is compound or simple statement. Clear? This for loop contains one statement, that is one for loop. That is compound statement. Okay, but only one. Clear? Any doubts? Also, this inner for loop contains only one statement, that is scanf. So no need to write curly brackets. As per the rule, if the loops or if the selection statements or any other compound statements in C language contains only single statement, then no need to write curly brackets. Okay, so clear? After that, so how it executed? Similar way. First I get initialization, then condition check. After condition checking, inner for loop is executed. First j is initialization, then condition check. After that, body of for loop get executed. after completion of this statement, automatically cursor goes to j plus plus. Then condition check. If condition is true, then entry to the inner for loop. If condition is false, then cursor automatically goes to outer for loop increment statement. Clear? After that, condition checking. If condition is false, then cursor goes out of outer for loop. Okay? Clear? This is the flow of execution flow of outer for loop and inner for loops. If there are two for loops. Okay? For matrix, we require scanning purpose or displaying purpose. We require at least two loops. Maybe for loop, maybe while or do while. Clear? Okay? So next part is, okay, we have to scan two matrices A and B. That is, we have to initialize those both matrices. Now make the addition. So addition part. Addition. For addition, what we require? Again, two for loops. Because what is the addition statement? C of ij is equal to A of ij plus B of ij. Clear? That is addition of two matrices. Whatever may be the element in A of 0, 0 is added with B of 0, 0. And whatever may be the addition, that addition is stored in the C of 0, 0. Clear? This is a simple statement. Okay. So now what we want? We want to add two for loops. One for the row and one for the column. Incrementation. Okay. So similar way, for use same indices, I is equal to 0, I less than equal to 1, I plus plus. This condition depends on the number of rows. If number of rows 3, then I less than equal to 2. Okay, it depends on the size of matrices. 2 by 2, 3 by 4, whatever may be. Clear? Next, for loop. Next for loop is for j column, j is equal to 0, j less than equal to 1, j plus plus. Okay. Next, after addition, we want to display that result. Whatever means the result of addition of two matrices, we want to display. For display purpose, we directly display in this same for loop, or we can take another two for loops and display. Okay, we can now take same for loop and display. How? Printf %d/t one tab comma next. What is next? C of result is stored into C of ij. Clear? Parenthesis complete and semicolon. Now here in the for loop, how many statements are there? Two statements are there. So must write curly brackets. Otherwise, what happens? Only for loop and add the element and goes to the increment statement. Okay, this statement is considered as a next statement after the outer for loop. This statement is treated as a next statement after the outer for loop, and then it is executed. But we want it into the inner for loop. Clear? So for that purpose, write the curly brackets, because these two statements are in the inner for loop. So must write the curly bracket. Understand what is the meaning of that? Clear? Okay. Also, after printing first row, cursor automatically goes to the next row. First row is printing. Okay, like that. This element is printed. Then tab is there. 4 spaces are there. Then -5 is printed. Then next element is printed on the next line. For that purpose, either you have to write printf after inner for loop, or you have to write printf statement in here also. Printf double quotes slash n. That is outer for loop, before outer for loop. Okay, no problem. Both are working. Either you can write here or this printf you can write after inner for loop. Then also it works properly. Clear? Any doubts? Okay. So addition get displayed. Next statement is get ch. Get ch complete and main function get completed. So this is a simple program for addition of two matrices. Similar way, subtraction of two matrices. Suppose take same example. This is minus operator. So A of 0 0 element is subtracted from B of 0 0. Whatever may be the result stored into third matrix C. So what is the result? 3 minus 5, that is minus 2. 4 minus minus 9, that is 13. 5 minus 10 minus 5, and minus 10 minus 6 minus 16. Okay, this is the result. What only in the coding we have to change plus sign with replace with minus and check the same result. So you got the subtraction result. Okay, so likewise we can multiply two matrices and divide one matrix by another matrices. Okay, that operation also here, but this is a beginner level, so that is not in your syllabus, multiplication and all these things. It is on the second year CSC. Clear? Okay, so we will stop here. Clear? Okay.